This first haiku that we're going to look at is going to use a lot of ah sounds. Ah, ah, ah. And you hear all that breath that's coming through. My mouth's pretty wide and my tongue is down. I'm trying to project low and I'm trying to use my diaphragm and get a lot of air through. I don't want to pronounce this as like ah, ah, ah. I want like ah, ah, ah. Do you hear that difference? We're trying to get this like in words like hospital, hospital, osprey, osprey, stop, stop. Let's just kind of do a blank read to start. I'm not going to be focusing on any element of contrast. I'm not going to be focused on emotion, just to get the words across. Hospital bed, watching an osprey on the pond. Let's just make sure we're able to pronounce each of these words clearly and effectively. Pond, on, osprey, watching, hospital. Now we can start thinking about what is the emotion that we want to convey. This is the situation. We have someone that's in a hospital, on a hospital bed. They're looking out the window and they're seeing an osprey, a type of bird that's on the pond, on the water. The osprey is outside. The osprey has wings. The osprey can fly. Compare that to the person who's talking, who is trapped in a bed. And when I'm thinking about all these things, so the thing that I may want to convey when I'm talking about this is maybe I want to convey a sense of frustration or this lack of ability to do what I want to do. I'm confined. How can I make that come across not only in my speech, but maybe also in my body language? Well, the first thing I may want to consider using, for instance, is firmness versus softness. What is this? Firmness is kind of like this. It has this sound. I'm talking firm right now. Imagine you're angry. You're upset. The firmness. It's a strong voice. You can hear that when a word ends. The breath gets cut. It doesn't continue. There's a lot of force behind the words. Versus softness. Softness amplifies the amount of breath that I use. I don't cut the syllables as much, and it's going to result in a much softer vocal quality. This is firm. This is soft. Firm, soft. Firm, soft. So let's think about how we can apply this to this poem. So maybe this is a person who starts off sad, rejected in the hospital bed. So to do that, maybe the way I'll begin is softer, lower pitches. Try it like this. Hospital bed. Hospital bed. And then we see something that maybe takes us away from our almost like dejected kind of sadness, and then we see something that kind of frustrates us because we see something that reminds us that we are not free to do what we want. So maybe what we'll do is we'll try to transition from soft, the hospital bed, to firm, seeing this osprey. Can you try saying watching an osprey with a firmer voice? Watching an osprey. And what you may notice too is with your face, as we go firmer, you may want to try to like furrow your brows, maybe tighten your jaw a little bit. You can clench your teeth a little bit. Watching an osprey. So we started soft, hospital bed, watching an osprey. And then maybe we can finish soft again, on the pond. Compare that to the base way we said it, where we just kind of kept things relatively flat emotionally. We weren't thinking about firmness and things like that. Hospital bed, watching an osprey on the pond. Versus hospital bed, watching an osprey on the pond. Notice something else that happened there too. I took that last line and went lower in pitch. There's almost that sense of giving up. There's nothing you can do. You're trapped in your hospital bed. Those are just some quick examples of elements of contrast we could do there. What are some other things that you can think of that we can apply with our voice to make this a more evocative scene with our words?